onto the mouth area. So we've got, we did have a lot of the head hidden before when we were working on the nose area, so we didn't see it through the back. We don't need anything hidden now because there's nothing behind the mouth at the moment. So just tweaking some of the polygons around the edge of the mouth before we go on to create the actual mouth area. Again, looking at the reference as always. Just thinking about a later bit, which is when we come round the chin area, so I was just doing a bit of tweaking there. Okay, so let's look at this lip area. So I think we'll do as we've done before. We'll start by creating a polygon. What I'm going to do, I'll actually, although I'm using the reference quite closely, I may have to model slightly adrift from the reference. What I mean by that is, to get the shape of the mouth, I may have to model the lips slightly open, and then at the very end move them back into the mouth shape that you see in the reference. So I'm just putting that single polygon in for now, and just shaping it from the front and then from the side. And then I'm just going to use one by one extrude commands. So keyboard S and then Z to extrude. So we were in edge mode and then extrude, and we'll bring that around and down. I'm leaving that open there, and that will be where I'll extrude inwards shortly. Again, watching from the front and the side. I'm also looking at where I'm going to be joining this polygon to this one, or putting another polygon in the middle. So I'm not going too far adrift. Extrude again. And around the mouth area is one area where you will definitely need to have a strong edge loop. So the reason I'm going to do this bit by bit is because I want this edge loop to be quite robust. Just use rotate there and then tweak that around. Okay, back to, oops, split that by mistake then. S, edge again, Z, and let's rotate it around, and then come back up the lip area here. Lots of tweaking going on here at this stage. There's not one right way to do this. You can use the different tools. This is my preferred method, and it is not the only method at all. You can try several different variations. I just like to do the edge extrude like so. You might want to use the surface tool. You might want to create just edges, string them together. It's different in different 3D packages as well. So there's one of the ways that I originally learned was with point by point modeling, was literally that it was points that were strung together. which I haven't modelled in that way for some time now, and I find that with silo the edge tool, the edge extrude method works best for me. And this, some people would say it's rather slow. I would say it's methodical and gives me that desired effect. And back to the center. Okay, so I've got roughly what I want in terms of the mouth shape overall. And if I just go to, let's have a look at it in 3D, in perspective. And again, quite happy with that. Now, what I'm going to do is select the entire loop, like so, double click on the second edge. And I'm going to extrude it again, and then just scale it up, and then vertically and out to the side, and then we'll just tweak that in all the different views. So back to the front view, and I'll just tweak it to suit. Got a very strong edge loop there now, as you can see, all the way around. Obviously we're only doing half of the head at the moment, but that will be very, there we go, very strong in terms of a loop all the way around here and all the way around the other side. Gives us pretty much what we want for animation. Just went back and tweaked a little bit there around the corner. Just working backwards and adjusting. Let's just have a look at it in perspective again to make sure we're looking roughly how we need to. Not quite actually, so this area here a little bit too far back. In fact, the whole front of the lip area I think needs to come forward slightly, and then we'll just tweak back down here. We're about to move on to the chin area, so I'm just finished defining the lips. So select, I'll just extrude back into the mouth for a moment, so I'm going to extrude backwards like so, and I'm going to go into the model a little bit inside it and just bring this corner of the mouth back. We'll move all those points to the center line eventually. But what I've just done there now is given the lip, the bottom lip, some definition by extruding backwards. And we'll bring this down here, which will give us the shape for the top lip, and also the inside the mouth cavity eventually. Okay, so let's go back to the, oh, 1 second, just move that forward a little bit there. sure the lip's nicely rounded. And go back to the front view and let's just do some, like we've done with the other areas around the skull and around the nose. We'll define the chin area with a single line of polygons, and I'll take it all the way from here all the way back here. And in fact we won't use a single line, we'll use a double line, so those 2 polygons there. So select the 2, keyboard Z, and then we'll work our way, just even them out a little bit first before we do it. And then work our way down the chin and around. Bit of tweaking as we go. Again, it may be that we switch to ghost shade in a moment. If we start going behind ourselves, there's always time really to go to ghost shade. I think we're okay there. Keyboard 1, let's have a look at that in perspective so you can see that's defined that chin area. Got a rogue point there, we'll get rid of that in a moment. So that seems to be going how we'd want it around here. I think I'll bring this chin line in here, so I'm going to bring polygons from here right the way around and up across here. Just get ready to do it, so I'm tweaking backwards there, just tightening those up. And we'll take a double line of polygons here. So extrude out, keyboard Z, and then start to follow this line. Let's just go back and tweak. This is a very important line, the defining of the chin area. So this one's tucked underneath, tuck round, so carry on. So I'm just using rotate and tweak. gives us quite a strong jawline there. And we'll eventually, or in a moment, we'll join those areas up there. So we'll just add the polygons for this area here now, and then we're going to actually chop them up with and add them. I think it's time to join the two. As they were already joined, which I think they were, so the polygon that I started off with must have already been joined to it. So we'll just test that by filling in these polygons here. Yep. So let's just match all the way around where we can. Filling in using the old method of appending. Selecting 4 and hitting keyboard P to append polygon. A little bit of tweaking going on. We'll just make some large polygons here and then chop them up as we see fit. It just gets us, we know that that's, because this is correct here, here and here, the way it fills it in is fine. So we'll now just go back and cut our way through, trying to keep to quads wherever we can. So that's fine round there. It's another nice edge loop. Corner of the mouth worked out fine. Make it another nice curve round here. This edge loop's good for now. Left us with a triangle there, but not a problem because I wanted to get a bit more definition into the chin area here, so we'll cut our way through and join that there like so. Just remove that edge to keep it a quad, and then it's just simply a case of joining through here. So we'll just split another one here. Oops. Again, another way of doing it is bridge. And it's personal preference. I just happen to, force of habit, doing that this way. Look at how the polygons are distributed. Let's go back to our reference, side and front, and take a look. It looks like we're fine there. Back to 3D view, the mouth will be fine. I think it's time to extrude the mouth back. So double click to select those edges and just literally move it backwards and then scale it vertically, and then I'll open up the mouth. I won't be doing a lot of detail in this mouth area on this model, and I'm certainly not going to be putting teeth into a grey alien, so I'm not too concerned about the inside area of the mouth. What I'll actually do is do one more, extrude it back like so, and then I'm going to create, I'm just going to seal it off actually, by creating a polygon like so, and then from the back I'll just split it, keeping quads where possible. So it's kept it quads, and we'll quickly smooth out that area. And when we come to mirror it across, we'll have a look at that. So you've actually got an internal mouth area there to put in teeth and a tongue at a later stage, should it be needed. We'll adjust that centre line numerically later, just to get everything back on the centre keel really. So we can start joining the neck now. We'll do a little bit more joining here. We'll just join that triangle and cut through here to make that a quad. So we've turned that edge around now, like so. Another cut through here. As you can see, that's getting a little bit wider. So what we'll do is end that there and change the flow a little bit. We'll split it through here. It's giving us a nice flow around this area. And change that one and change that one. Again, you won't see me using spin edge that much, or spin quad as it's called in other packages. I do tend to change flow just by adding and subtracting edges and moving them around. Lots of different tools out on the market. In Silo, it's just the way I happen to do it. Let's just remove that polygon there. Okay, so we've put a polygon in there. I've not really followed the reference too much at that point because we'll go back and change that in the next video. But we've put the mouth area in, and perhaps with some detail we might change this corner a little bit when we do the detailing, because that seems a very large space between that one. But the overall shape of the mouth is intact now. Just use C and have a look at it subdivided. seems to be there quite nicely. Nice edge loops all the way around here, as you can see. So that would be the mouth complete.